In the video that I was talking about talking to fairies, communicating with them, I said I would tell you the rest of the story, but in short, that video was about finally one night I decided to go ahead and try to communicate with the fairies that I get pictures of, and it was a bunch of action going on in the garden that night. So I decided to ask questions. So one was, who are you? The other question I asked was, what do you eat? And the other question was, what do you drink? And I did get answers. And I know those are dumb questions, but I really wasn't expecting an answer, so I didn't have a list of prepared questions for interviewing fairies. So the rest of the story, what I wanted to tell you about was when they were telling me about what they eat, right? So what they eat is they get their nourishment from the moonshine. And it was about a week or two, actually, I don't even think it was that long. It was probably just 3 or 4 days later. I went to a library talk, and it was storytelling time for the Navajo. This Navajo lady came to tell stories, and I was totally mesmerized through her whole storytelling. And at the end of the storytelling, she was talking about their relationship with the universe and about with the moon. Now, I'm not going to try to repeat what she said about that, but after the story, because I thought it sounded kind of the same of what the fairies were telling me, their relationship with the moon. And so I asked her, first I had to break it to her, hello, my name's Kelly, and I take pictures of fairies, and one night I tried to talk to them, and I asked what they ate. And so when I explained to her the answer they gave me on what they eat and about the nourishment from the moon, I asked her, does this sound the same of how you explained about your relationship with the moon? And I know I'm probably messing that up. It's been about a month or so now. But she said, yeah. And so I just thought it was fascinating, because a lot of times, whether somebody mentions something, like my daughter told me, all you need now is a picture of a unicorn. And I thought, oh, that's so ridiculous. Now, why is that ridiculous when I'm getting pictures of little people too? But anyway, probably a week later, I did get a picture of a unicorn. And what was it? One time I got a picture of what I call a bat-winged alien. And I'll tell you that story in another video. But that was pretty fascinating. That picture is not in this book, Real Photographs of Nature's Angels and Elementals. I have a collection of pictures of ghosts and aliens and other kinds of beings, and they're going to be in their own books. So this book is just a collection of the ones from a spring. And I'll have probably 2 more books coming out with the collection from the spring. And then I'll have them of the aliens and the ghosts and what have you. But I'll tell you about the bat-winged alien in another video.